Hello everyone, my name is Olujoye Ayodeji, the principal AYS Teachers Fashion Academy. We started the academy to encourage young Nigerians, those that are willing to learn pattern making in female fashion. This is a very big opportunity for you. Anything you want to know about pattern making, come to AYS Teachers. It's the best place to learn. Our pattern making includes corsetry, garment construction, skirt variation, sleeve variation, body block, bustier, jumpsuit, and many more. This is a very huge opportunity for you. You don't have to wait for the government. Be your own boss. Fashion business is a very lucrative business. Take advantage. Let's go to the class.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's online session. Today we're going to be working with the basic skirt block. And when we talk about the basic skirt block, we're talking about a basic block that has a garment of a female wearing at the lower part of the body figure, starting from the waistline to your desired length. Alright, so the basic skirt block. Alright, so we have required measurements we use to get the basic skirt block. Required measurements used. So we have the waist measurements. We have the hip measurements. Then we have the hip depth. So these are the required measurements we used in getting the basic skirt block. Now when we talk about the waist measurement, now the waist measurement is always taken all around the natural waist line. Now we can also take this measurement at the low waist. Now we have the natural waist, we have the low waist. So it all depends now on where the person puts her skirt. So now, some people prefer to put it at the natural waist, while some people prefer to put it at the low waist. So either ways, you need to ask your client or whoever you are taking the person's measurement where she puts her skirt. So, but preferably I'm going to be working with what? The natural waist, all right? So what I have here now, I have 27. Now, taking the measurement, you have to make sure that a finger or two can go into the tape measurement. So it doesn't give you a tight measurement, so you know that it is free enough to move. So either a finger, just one finger, or two going inside. So that's just giving it like an ease allowance. So I have my waist as 27. Then I have the hip measurement. Now the hip measurement is all around the buttocks, which is the fullest part of the lower body figure. All around the buttocks. So try to ease your tape measurements to be sure that you don't have room of excess. Also, don't forget, making sure that a finger or two fingers can go into the tape measurements. So here I have 37. Now we'll move on to the next measurement, which is the waist to hip measurement. When we talk about the waist to hip measurement, so now that's the distance between where you took the waist measurement and where you took the hip measurement. So now that I took my waist measurement from the natural waist, all right, so I just need to take my measurement from the natural waist to where I took the hip measurement, all right. So the distance that I have here is 8 inches. Then the next measurement I'm going to be taking is the skirt length. All right. So now the skirt length from the waist measurement, where you are assuming that the person's waist is, right, that you've taken the waist measurement from, to your desired length. But basically, for the basic skirt block, we work with the knee length. All right. The reason why we work with the knee length is that you can take it to your desired length, which is the long length, your 3/4 length, or you can take it shorter to your mini, micro, midi skirt. So now we work with the knee length because from there, this basic skirt block is like a silhouette, your template, all right, your blueprint to different variations of skirts. So when you use your knee length, you can achieve different variations from it, either long, short, whatsoever. All right, so I'm going to be using 23 inches. All right, so I come again, the waist measurement all around the natural waist or the desired waist measurement where the person puts a skirt, the hip measurement all around the fullest part of the lower body, which is all around the buttocks. The waist to hip measurement, the distance between where you took the waist measurement to where you took the hip measurement. Then the skirt length, the waist to preferably the knee length. Are we together? All right, so moving on to get the basic rectangle in order for us to achieve our basic skirt block. Now, to get the basic rectangle, now what you need to put into consideration is half of your hip, half of the hip measurement by the skirt length minus 1.5 inches for band. So half of the hip measurement is going to be the width. By the skirt length, subtracting your 1.5 inches for band height, because the band is an external piece introduced into the skirt length. Are we together? So now, half of our hip by the skirt length minus 1.5 for band height. All right, so now let's move on to the practical aspect of getting the skirt block. So the first thing first, you need to get your angle 90. So now once we have the angle 90, all you need now is to move on to get the formula used in getting the basic rectangle. So the skirt length, we have 23 minus the band height. So 23 minus 1.5. What do I have? That's 21.5. That's 22. That's 22. So preferably I'm going to be taking it at the other end. Let me take it at the midway so that by the time I'm connecting the line, I'm sure of getting a straight line. So now by the width, half of the hip measurement, I have my hip as 37, so half of it is 18.5. Okay, so now I'll be connecting all that I've taken as a measurement together. So now I have my rectangular block. All right, so the next thing for me to do after getting the basic rectangle is for me to split the width into 2. So now here I have 18.5. So dividing it by 2, I'm going to be using 9.25. So 9.25. So now here I have a straight line connected together. Okay, so moving on to the next step is your waist to hip measurement. Now your waist to hip measurement is a depth. All right, so now here I have my waist, I have my hem line. So I need to get what? My hip line, making use of what? The waist to hip measurement. So now your waist to hip measurement, deducting your band height, 1.5. So that's 6.5. 6.5, also at the middle, 6.5. Then I connect them together. So I'm sure of having what? A straight line. So now I have my what? Hip line, hem line. Then I have my what? My waistline. All right, so now moving on to the next stage, you're going to be labeling the left side CB and the right side CF. Then the middle line is the SS. Now, there is no big deal about this. These are just abbreviations of what? CB, which is the center back, CF as the center front, then SS, side seam, center back, center front, side seam, center back, center front, the side seam. So what we have here is just half of what? Our body block. So now assuming this is a cylindrical piece now. So we have the center front, we have the side, and we have the center back. So the same thing for the left side is symmetrical with what is on the other side. All right, so instead of us to replicate the whole thing, all we just do is to work with half of the body block, so that by the time we now start cutting, we cut the center front, unfold, we cut the center back, having the zipper allowance, then we have the side seam, so it gives us the entire body measurement. All right, so now we have the back and we have the front. Center front, center back. So definitely front, we have the back.
Do you know that you can actually make thousands when it comes to beading? And we know that over the years, fabric beading has helped and still helping a lot of fashion designers to increase their creativity skill, to improve in their craft, and to make money. So that's what everybody wants to do. So here at AY Stitches, we're going to be teaching you how to make fabric beading. Now everybody wants to put on an outfit that is not boring. We want to put an outfit that will show the kind of person we are, that will show our personality. Even men now, they are putting on our outfit that has beading, names their agbada, their caps and all. Here at AY Stitches, we are going to train you on how to work on different fabric beading methods using different beading. Then we have clustered beading, we have spattered beading, we have diffused beading, we have your fringe bead, we have your satin bead, name it, all your beadings that you can work with kaftan, that you can make on wedding dresses, that you can make on your reception dresses, even on caps, anything made from fabric, you can actually use fabric beading on any outfit. And it's going to help you to make more money. Imagine you having a client that wants a beaded dress. You know, you will not charge them the same amount you will charge a client that does not want beading. Not just sewing, it's going to help in your designing aspect. It's going to help your creativity skills. It's going to sharpen your mind. And you can actually make something like what I'm putting on too for your t-shirt or your round neck. Something that will spice up your t-shirt, not just normal t-shirt. And this kind of method is called a diffused beading because we have two different techniques going on the t-shirt. So you can do something beautiful bid on your whatever, any outfit that you have to. Here at AY Stitches, we are going to help you. We are going to advance your knowledge. That means we are going to teach you the advanced method of fashion bidding. When it comes to you costing your clients in fabric bidding, we are going to teach you that. We are going to help you on how to determine the days that you use in bidding a particular outfit without you wasting time. Because even in fashion business, in fashion world, time is very important. So you wouldn't want to take all days in a particular outfit. So we train you how to work with time and then how to improve more. That's where we have the beginner's class, the intermediate and the advanced class. So the advanced class is going to just sharpen your knowledge of the bidding and will help you to learn more advanced techniques too in fabric bidding. Just make it a time with us and come with that your open mind that you are here to learn. Come with passion to learn and you will definitely have value for your money. What is learning without a conducive environment? So we are very paramount about your learning. So as you can see, we have a very conducive environment for you to learn. Here at AY Stitches, we do both the practical aspect and the theory aspect. So the theory aspect is just to make you familiarize with what we are going to teach you in the class. We tell you the written aspect, while the practical aspect is just for you to work on what you have taught, what you have learned in the theory aspect. And no one is going to help you to do that. We'll just put you to, you'll be the one that will do it yourself. So you will not regret coming to AY Stitches Academy. Thank you very much. See you in class.
All right, so the next thing for us to do now is to get the waist point. So for the back, you divide your waist measurements, 27. So 27 divided by 4, that's 13 and a half, that's 6 3/4. All right, so 6 3/4, you're adding a dart measurement to it, which is 1 inch for dart. So eventually you're having 7 3/4. All right, so now you measure from the center back line. Then for the front, we're not going to be adding a dart to the front. Reason being that we always try to eliminate some bulge because there's no you're going to be sewing a dart. It gives you like a kind of bomb effect. So for the front, we try to eliminate, not because you can't add a dart to the front, but we just try to eliminate the bulginess that the dart effect gives us. So that's why we're not going to be adding a dart to the front. So now we're just going to be working with 1/4 of the waist measurement. So once we have the points, now all you need to do is to raise up to get a new waistline by ½ inch. All right, so once we have this, connect the waist points of both the front and the back. To get a new waistline. All right, so now we have a new waistline. Then connecting from the waist point back to the hip. Now you can't take anything from the hip measurement because don't forget what we have here is just 1/4 of our hip measurement, which is exactly what we have as our hip measurement. So taking anything out of that is going to be reducing our measurement. And you definitely know what will happen. Our skirt becomes tight. So you're just connecting from the waist point all the way to the hip. Now we can see this. So now the next thing for us to do is to achieve the dart placement for the back. All right, so all you just need to do, your back waist measurement now divided by 3. So what I have here, that's about 2 3/8. So now 2 3/8. Now I divided my front and my back waist measurement by 3. So I have 2 3/8. So the 1 inch which you included for your darts, you're going to be taking it from the 2 3/8 now. So the side front. All right, so once we have this, all you just need to do, get the midpoint, then you square down. So from the midpoint of that dart, you just square down. And the length of the dart is 5 inches. So you connect to either of the dart legs. Then we have what? The dart placement for the back. Alright, so for the basic skirt block, this is all that we have to do to get the basic skirt pattern. So obviously now we have what? The front piece, we have the back piece. Now, if we want to make this a pencil skirt, so all you just need to do now is to take off some stride rooms away from the hem line. What we just have here is just the hip measurement, the same as the hem line. Alright? But now we need to narrow the hem line in order for us to achieve what? A pencil skirt. All you just need to do is very simple. Take 1.5 inches on either sides from the side seam to the left and to the right. So from that point, you're just going to be connecting it with your ruler back to your hip point. Don't forget, you can't take anything off your hip measurement. So once we have this, we are done with the skirt pattern block. So cutting this out, this is going to be off and this is going to be off. So this is our front pattern piece and this is our back pattern piece. So we go ahead on the next video, you're going to be seeing how we cut on fabric, adding your seam allowance, because don't forget there was no seam allowance added to this. All we do for this is to draft exactly the measurements. Alright, so in the next module you're going to be seeing where we had the sewing allowance in order for you to cut on fabric, then to sew. Thank you.